What franchises are the easiest to finance with SBA loans, and what makes them favorable for SBA financing?
So first, we're going to go back to the SBA directory. Although it's discontinued, it's still up on SBA site, and every bank still looks at the SBA directory. Now there's a company called FranData, and they put out they have put out a lot of different things inside the franchise space, but they actually certify new franchises or existing franchises, and lenders actually look for either a FranData certification or a SBA approved on the SBA list. If it's not, I can still get the deals done. I have to just run it to a bank and get that particular franchise approved, even though it's not on the other two resources. Some banks, for example, will not do a franchise that's not on either of those two. So the easiest franchises to finance, in my opinion, are established brands that have multiple units that are on the SBA directory, because they're going to have the most banks have already done those type of transactions. So typically, when I get a new client that's doing a franchise startup, I'm asking for the FDD if I don't have it already. I'm researching how many units that it has. I'm reaching out to a few of my banks that would probably be the most probable lender for the deal, and I'm seeing if they have it approved in their system, and then I go from there. And one of my banks in the Midwest, like, they'll cap a lot of these franchises at $150,000 because they only do small ticket. So that works great for one territory. But if somebody's buying, which many of my clients buy 2, 3, or 4, or 7 territories, it's not going to work on that program. And so a lot of times we go from 90% loan to being able to finance 90% on the onesie, 90% loan to cost, to having to be to fund 80%. So that's what I do internally, is like, I know all how to navigate this, and then taking the inputs from the conversation with the potential candidate who's looking to borrow SBA financing, and how many territories they're doing in the franchise brand. Then we're able to strategically figure out what lender would be most advantageous. So that's the way we work. I would say there's 4 banks I work with on franchise startups the most. Will I ever work with other banks? Of course, because there's always ways to get things done. And certain banks have specialties, I would say, in certain different franchise units. Some of them like certain industries, and they'll go above and beyond to fund those types of SBA loans for that type of industry, if that makes sense. So sometimes it takes a little bit of elbow grease to get to the finish line, but a cookie cutter type of deal that's on the SBA directory, those are pretty easy to finance, assuming you're got the credit, the money, and you got the post-close liquidity. We can get them done. If you have any other questions, go to bookwithbo.com.
If you're looking to acquire a business, stop scrolling on Biz Buy Sell and visit franchiseresellelistings.com. We'll do a customized search. You can get on our weekly distribution where we're sending new inventory weekly to your inbox. So visit franchiseresellelistings.com and opt in today. See you there.
Hey guys, Bo Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.